management now. Okay, so what about the sport? Is it a physical activity?
Yes.
No.
No, not only.
Regular physical activity.
Regular physical activity. That's good. Okay, so regular physical activity. What about the sport? Is it fun?
It should be.
Absolutely. If we haven't enough fun, then it's the business is not running. Okay, so that's why it's very, very important that the sport is fun. Okay. What about the elite level, the Olympic level? Is it fun?
Some people it might be.
Should be, not might be, should be. Okay. If no inner motivation, no inner drive, then it won't be a great performance. I think so. Okay. So the fun is very important element of the sport. What about the sport? Is it healthy?
It should be, but very often it isn't. Because,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Because?
So certainly, if somebody, and I've got experienced people like this, who don't prepare in the right way. You can have very high level athletes, and they're not preparing in the right way.
Very
they
good.
can actually hurt themselves
It,
quite badly in the long run.
it depends on the athletes
Yeah.
or it depends on the coaches. Come on.
And some athletes prefer to actually do their sport than actually do the training. And if they're not, sometimes that's a psychological problem,
Yeah.
and that needs to be addressed.
Very good. Okay. So who is the main character during the development procedure? The coach or the athletes or the parents of the athletes?
I think all of these people have really important roles, but they need to know their boundaries and they need to know what their roles are and
Yeah.
not cross over and be unhelpful to each other.
Okay.
That's one of the things we've done in our club now is actually create a contract,
Yeah.
a written contract, so the parents
Mhm.
know what their responsibilities are, the athlete knows their responsibility, everybody knows their job, what's expected and what they can expect of the
Okay.
other
Wait.
person.
Wait a minute. What about the other countries? Do we have in the USA any contract with the parents or something like that with other stakeholders? No. Really? What about your countries? In Bulgaria? Yes, do you have? That's nice. What about the Scandinavians?
No.
No, really? What about you? No contract? Oh, so it differs.
Yeah, we
Country
make
by
them sign it.
country.
And if
That's
they don't,
nice.
if they don't adhere to it, we
Uh-huh.
don't say you can't do it. We say fine. You continue to participate. We
Yeah.
have a night for people participating. Come along on a different night. When you feel differently, you can come back to the competitive night again. So
Yeah.
we don't lose them. We keep
Okay.
them by making clear boundaries and clear expectations of what we want from them, what they can get from us. We will go to international competitions. They can expect us to go to competitions on weekends in our own time.
Okay.
All the rest of it. But it's signed, it's agreed, it's clear.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's very good. Your regulation is absolutely perfect. But what about the health? What about the Olympic level? The fencing is healthy?
No.
No.
Hmm?
Not really.
Professional sport every time is not.
Yeah. Why? Why is not so healthy?
Because what's important in professional athletes is the result.
The result.
And when
Okay.
they should continue, they have
Mhm.
to continue.
Mhm. What can we do that the fencing should be more healthy? Can we do something as a coach?
More
Yes,
science.
sometimes, but all of them are not
Full time.
controllable.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what about the youth program? If the youth program is adequate for the athletes or our athletes, then should be healthier adults fencer or not? What do you think?
I think it puts in place really good groundwork for them to be able to manage their own diet and their
Mm-hmm.
own.
Is your sport asymmetric sport or no?
No.
No? It's a symmetric sport? Asymmetric.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so what can we do as a coach to avoid the injuries of this asymmetric movement?
Balance
Can we do
varied
something?
Balance varied training, which addresses different
Yeah.
muscle groups and different kinds of, and maybe also on downtime, encourage
Yeah.
a sympathetic sort of activities which complement the fencing, but
Very
don't,
good.
but on the downtime, not when they're actually training for competition.
Okay.
So they have
Physical
rest.
training. Maybe she said,
Physical training.
you know, you do push-ups,
Okay.
fitness, you know.
fitness.
Speed
Okay.
training.
So the balance is pretty important, okay? That's nice. Okay. Is it a social cohesion too? What do you think?
Yeah.
In Sweden? In England?
Yeah, very much so.
Absolutely. You are in a common group, in the same group, from the whole world. That's nice because you are fencer. We are in this sport like a power to go together. I am from ice hockey. Sorry, I just didn't mention before. If I am just going abroad and if I just meet with an ice hockey player, come on, we are on the common platform. We have many stories and others. We know each other now. You feel the same probably in your sport. So that's why it's a pretty fantastic. The sport is fantastic. Okay, so is it a free time program? Depends on.
Depends on your program. One is professional.
Yeah, because the professional is a free time program or it's a job. It's a job.
It used
Not
to
in
be
Sweden.
a free time programme even for the national team in the UK.
Like-
Everyone had another job.
UK is a special
We always had-
situation, I
everyone
think
had
so.
another
Yeah.
job.
Sweden as well.
Yeah.
Sweden as well. Okay, so in the youth program, it's absolutely the free time program. Okay, and afterwards, when we are just turning to professional, being professional, that will be a job. Okay, that's good. Is it a learning method, the sport?
Yeah.
What can we learn from the sport?
We can learn a lot about ourselves,
Yes,
our boundaries and our
very good. And about what?
Self-control.
Only
Self-control.
sorry?
self-control.
Self-control. Okay,
Your
but
bound-
about myself or yourself. Okay, and just these kind of issues.
You can
Or-
learn a lot about your boundaries, your expectations.
Uh-huh.
Leadership skills.
Yeah.
Winning and losing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's the main.
And winning from losing.
Very good. Okay.
Focus on target.
Focusing. Okay. We just learn about the other movements. Okay, other fencers' movements or something like that. The behavior of other nation, other athletes. We can learn a lot of things about this kind of issue. Okay. What more? What is sport? For you, sport is what? The hobby or
For me, it's all about
all about it?
everything.
That's everything?
No,
Really?
it's more. Those are good titles for me.
Okay. What about you?
Isn't sport a very wide spectrum, a big arena of the
Mhm.
meaning of it? Sport can be like internet sport, you know, when they play
E-sport,
Counter-Strike.
yeah, okay.
And it can be like to motorsport, to hockey. You understand me?
Mm-hmm. Can you give me an explanation what the sport is?
It's competing.
Competing only?
It's,
Come on, if I am just running outside
But then you're
alone,
doing
is
physical
it sport
activity.
or no? A physical activity,
Yes.
okay?
Is it what it is to you personally as well?
Okay.
Because I feel like once I'm in my mask, once I'm in the piece,
Mhm.
I'm just somebody else. I'm somebody else. Once I put the mask on, I don't know.
Okay, but
Something
you are just
completely
talking
different.
about the fencing. Come
Yeah.
on, we are
It's
talking
a
about the
physical,
sport.
physical challenge.
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
Physical challenge, physical activity.
E-sport is which is a sport, it's not a physical activity.
Is it
And
not? These kind of players who
Yeah.
are just running this business, e-sport,
Yeah.
they should also making strengthening exercises or not? What do you think? Or stamina development or not?
Yes.
They should, but not during the peak performance, okay? But they should be developed, their physical strength, physical fitness, just to hold this kind of stress, okay? Just to bear it, okay? That's nice. What does it mean, the sport in Bulgaria, for you?
For me, exactly.
For me, for you,
For me,
sorry.
sport or fencing, it's my life.
Life,
Yeah.
very good,
Yeah.
that's nice.
I never do something else.
Okay. Yeah, okay,
Also, my mother and father, they are sport.
okay, very good. What about Holland?
I don't know about the whole Holland, what about me?
What about you?
The way of life, if I choose for a sport.
The way of
so-
life, okay, okay.
So I choose for this, so I can choose other paths.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
What about the regularity? You said it before that it should be a regular physical activity.
You should have a special program for it.
Yeah,
You should do one, for example, one session of exercise.
yeah.
Get a special program in a
Mhm.
special time, in a special manner.
Mhm.
Determine heartbeat,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a definition of the sport. Not any physical activity is a sport.
Okay. Because if you are just gardening or something like that, it's physical active,
Activity, but it's
but not
sport.
not sport. Okay. Now let's see what the Council of Europe in 2001 just described about the sport. The sport is all form of physical activity which through casual or organized participation aim at expressing or improving physical fitness. You will get all the presentation, okay? But if you just try to do a photo, don't worry, I will give you all the slides, okay? So, physical fitness and mental well-being. What does it mean, mental well-being? In Czech Republic? Mental well-being. Mental well-being. Mental health. What does it mean in Greece?
Makes you stronger in mentality.
Including in your
Okay, is it stronger mentality? Do you agree?
No, not strong.
Happier outlook on life.
You can
Feeling
If
well.
you
Positive
feel
Positive.
positive, comfortable in your body, okay? That's the mental well-being. Forming social relationships or obtaining results in competition at all levels. Which means that if you are just making sport exercises or physical activities for children, their level is competition or games just for fun, and it's sport also, okay? Not only the Olympic level is the sport, okay? Is it understandable for everybody? Okay, yeah.
According to this definition,
Okay.
sport could be like making laundry.
Making laundry?
Yeah, you know, like make. Vad blir, Anton, vad blir det på svenska, tvätta kläder?
Doing laundry.
Doing laundry. It
Okay.
could be a sport, because, no, never mind. Because that could be something
That's
for
philosophy, that is.
well-being. So I've been studying sociology a lot. I've been studying too much sociology.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Too much knowledge is hard, I think. Yeah, okay.
I'm very damaged about it.
Okay.
But think,
Okay, I think it's almost complete. But what about the other viewpoints, from other viewpoints? What the sport is? Sport is any kind of activity, experience, or business enterprise for which the primary focus is fitness, recreation, athletics, and leisure related. What do you think? From which country these scientists just described this?
US.
Really?
British.
German.
British, German, US,
Yes.
British?
I've actually
What
read
do you
Miller.
think from USA?
I think Hungary.
Hungary? Beats Fielding and Miller? Hey. Germany? It's USA, from USA, okay? Business, business, business. In Europe, we are not focusing, okay, we are just trying to focus more and more on the business side of the sport. But the origin of the USA sport is focusing from the early in the time. Okay, the business run the professional leagues. Okay, NHL in my sport or NBA in basketball. Business, business, business. It's very clear. But in Europe, we have another system. So that's why we just try to pick up some new issues and put it in our system, in the European system. Okay. Sport is an expansive area of physical activities and associated business. Pedersen and Thibault, what do you see?
Thibault,
From which country?
France and Denmark.
No.
Canada.
Very good.
Sweden
Sweden?
or Scandinavia?
No. USA. Okay. Also business. Okay. Money makes the world run. You know this phrase? Yeah, that's very clear. Okay. What about the sport accord? Do you know what the sport accord is?
No.
Anybody who just studied sport management, please put your. What is sport accord?
It's an European organization of the
Not European.
What?
World Organization of what?
Federation.
Of federations. Very good. We will see a little bit later. Okay, what this organization is doing. So the definition of sport contains by the sport accord that should include an element of competition. Is it true or not?
Doesn't necessarily need to.
Uh-huh. Which part of the sport is not competition like? What is it?
Training.
Training is, I think, a lot of drill with competition against each other.
I try to make a clever answer here.
Not okay.
Psychology, the psychological aspects.
Psychological
But-
aspect.
Or can it still be?
Yeah, but you can just fence for fun at the club.
Almost anything involved.
Yeah.
But if you are just a fencer against another fencer, it's a competition.
And
Come
you could
on.
be competing against yourself, so
Yeah.
psychology.
That's why it's such kind of competition contained. The drills or something like that.
But if you go to fitness, you just do it for yourself. There is no competition.
Ah. So what is this part of the sport?
Well-being, I guess.
Yeah, well-being is okay, but it's
For fitness,
fitness. There are a lot of competition in fitness as well. World Championship in fitness.
the healthiest sport.
Uh-huh. What does it mean, leisure sport?
Social,
Doing for fun. Yeah.
social side of it.
Social. Okay, we are just making some Zumba. You know what the Zumba is?
Unfortunately.
Okay. It's not a competition. It's only a participation sport. Okay. We are together. We are physically active. No competition. Okay. Sport Accord is an elite organization of the federation, International Sport Federation. That's why they just define the sport that it's very important to being in competition. Okay? The next, should not rely on any element of luck, especially integrated into sport. What does it mean? What kind of activities are not sport according to this?
Foil fencing.
Gambling, for example.
Okay.
So poker.
Depending-
Poker is a sport?
They call it.
Okay, they call it, but it's not sport because it depends on the coincidence or on the luck. So that's why it's not a sport. If you are well prepared for poker, then it's not the winning or losing. It not depends on your preparation. Understandable? I think it's good. This aspect. Okay, should not be judged to pose an undue risk to the health and safety of its athletes or participants. Is it true?
American football.
American football, what about American football?
Terribly dangerous activity at every level.
Okay, it's dangerous.
And
What about the regulation? Nowadays regulation, because a lot of problems happen in the American football.
They developed a lot of concussion protocols around.
Absolutely. So the concussion had, I don't know what it. Okay, so it's a really dangerous thing. The regulation nowadays just try to handle these problems. Okay? So, not too healthy. Ice hockey also not too healthy. But we have a lot of protectors, and the coaches should well prepare the older athletes to bear this kind of activity. Yeah.
What about MMA?
MMA, okay. Is it a sport or not? What is it? MMA,
According to this.
just fighting. Sorry?
Mixed martial art.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's a combination of a lot of sport.
Okay, but it's really dangerous sport. That's why it's not so healthy. Okay, that's a good question. According to the sport accord, MMA is not a really sport because it's really hurty sport, injury causing sport.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'll ask, what about chess?
Chess is a sport or no? Sport?
Sport is competition.
It's competition. Okay. No luck. No health problem. Okay, it's a sport, really.
Not physical.
No physical activity.
No physical activity. What about the e-sport we just talked about before?
It's different.
Hmm?
not the same.
E-sport. So this kind of games
Counter-Strike.
in the internet or something like that. Okay.
Esport athletes have to use the mouse and the keyboard to perform certain movements that other people can't.
Yeah. So the manipulation, which means that all the fingers and it's very very coordinated movement. They should be well prepared. So the chess is the same. Okay, it's how can I say it? It's theoretical sport or something
More
like
mental.
that. More mental sport, yeah, but sport. Okay, it's really interesting. Yeah, should not rely on equipment that is provided by a single supplier. What does it mean for you in Sweden? Single supplier, what does it mean?
Only
Only one manufacturer.
Only one company dominated the world. Sport. It's not good. That's why who is from Malaysia? Sepak takraw. What was that? Sepak takraw. Can you explain it to the other people? Sepak takraw.
Play
Yeah.
3 and 3.
Against three. There's a net. Okay. Similar to the badminton or something like a little bit higher. Higher. Okay. Why I ask you about the sepak takraw? Do you know?
Only Malaysia.
No. They are in Eastern Asia. They are regulation championships, and they're a very good level of this kind of sport. But in the older time, there was only one supplier for the ball. That's why it was not a sport according to this. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, what do you think?
10,000.
Come on, 10,000.
You can make up your any sports anytime.
Any sport, anytime. Hmm?
Yeah, but you can make up your
How
own
many?
sports.
No, how many?
100 something.
100 something?
Million.
Okay. Million sport? Oh, come on.
700.
Where you are living?
700.
500, 700. Ladies?
399. No idea.
399.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Zero.
Zero. Come on. What about fencing? Why we are sitting here? Come on, only one sitting. What do you think? How many?
399 also.
29.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to go with that.
We were there.
She said it with confidence.
That was close. That wasn't bad.
Close. Very good. 8,000 from the ancient, regimes. That's it. Encyclopedia of sport. In 2010, they just pick all the sport or physical activities we
It's a
can.
round number though. It's a very round number. I can't believe it's 8,000. That's it.
8,000. Yeah. There are a lot of form of football or something like that. Okay, so 8,000. Almost 8,000. 5 or 3 just missed to 8,000. It's a great number. Hmm? Come on, 10,000. Where do you know this kind of 10,000? Just make up.
Just guess.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so many. We are human beings. We are just trying to be physical active, and we are just try to doing happiness, fun, competition in many ways. Okay. If you just see what's happening in the nowadays world, come on, a lot of new sports just generated by the new generation. Many kind of, I don't know, these birdmans or something like that, they are just flying or something like that, sometimes dying, okay. Extreme sport, big boom, okay, that's it. In fencing, okay, the traditional sports, not only the fencing, the traditional wrestling or something like that, we should be very carefully because this kind of activities for the new generation, they are just focusing always in the new things. If we are not renewing our sport just to offer good solutions for their in and drive, then won't be big problems in this kind of traditional sport. Okay, what can we do, or the FIE, what can do to hold the number of the registered athletes in fencing in the whole world? What do you think?
Technology.
Technology. What kind of technology, new things or new tools were developed in the fencing in the last 10
We
years?
had the mask changes. We had the wireless.
Yeah. Okay.
Wireless thing.
Yeah. And
This.
Video.
video.
Oh yeah.
That's very good. Okay. Why? Why is it so important?
For more fair games.
Absolutely, it's clear. So the decision making will be more effective. Okay. That's why the soccer. What about the soccer in the USA? Is it popular or not?
Better, but it's not.
Better, but not really. Do you like the soccer? Come on. Really?
Seattle has a professional team, the Sounders.
Okay. So, if you just compare to the ice hockey, the soccer, what the difference? What do you think? Seattle has any kind of ice hockey?
No hockey.
Come on.
Asking the one I can.
Yeah, to Canada, so is it possible?
Okay, yeah. So, what do you think? The USA people, I think, not really like the soccer. Why?
They're not traditional.
We're not
Okay.
good at it.
From one side, but what about the? What is the problem with the soccer? Do you like the soccer?
No.
What about who do you like?
Yes, but I have an answer.
Yeah.
The business of it.
Okay, thank you. What about do you like the soccer?
Yes, of course.
The Italian soccer, do you like?
No.
Why?
Because they're playing a good game.
Because when we are small, we play in here.
What does it mean? What's the official international sign of what? What's that?
Dying.
Dying. What does it mean? Dying.
So,
Acting.
make,
Only just acting. Something happened. Ah, come on. Ah. That was very interesting. And 1 month ago, 2 videos. Okay, one from the soccer, one from ice hockey. A paper airplane, from paper, just flight, and after that a soccer coach just hurt it by the head. Okay, oh come on, the referee stopped the game and other. another video from the NHL, okay, from 2 or 3 meters. The puck just was released to the head coach head, okay, big injury here. And the head coach said, okay, just do 2 different sports, okay. That's why it's really important, okay, to understand that if you just make this, okay, so clear decision, no any kind of not good, sorry, I'm a little bit tired because I just played ice hockey before, okay, with my veteran team. Yeah, so no motions or something like that, okay, that was not really fair. If you can follow that happened, okay, the decision is that. It's very clear.
Subjective opinions.
It's objective if you just can follow this. If you have no such kind of regulation to analyze the movement, then only subjectivity in the sport. It's not good. Okay, that's why. Okay, the big band is detected in the today's sport. Youngsters are interested in a not organized sport. The fencing is organized or not organized sport. What do you think?
Organized.
What does it mean if you a sport is not organized?
Running in the forest, for example.
For example, okay. That's very good. Without organizational frame, okay. So no clubs, no regulation, no membership fee or something like that, okay. And it's more free for the people. If you are a member of a fencing club, okay, you should read all the regulation in the club. The club is the member of the federation. The federation has always regulation and others. So that's why it's very important that the youngsters are not interested really about the registered sport. What do you think? In Europe, it differs country by country, but how many % of the children are registered athletes? What about in Sweden?
Quite a lot. 50%.
50%? 50%. So every second is registered player?
No. But
No.
what age group?
Till 20.
20%.
20%.
It's that horrible.
What about in England?
5%.
5%. Almost in every country in Europe. What about USA?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I could guess, and I would guess it would be bad.
Probably the similar. Okay. And it's not too many. Really. If you work hard and good in your club, and it will be popular in your village, in your city, then more and more. So that's your responsibility. Okay. If you are just doing like a job, it's a big problem, and there will be health problem in the societies. Why? Because if they are not physically active, they will be not enough healthy in the older age groups, and after that they will be in the hospitals and something like that. They just miss the jobs, okay? And after that, what will be happening in the society? It's not good. Okay. That's why it's very good tool, this kind of extreme sports, not organized sports. If they are just doing this kind of physical activity, they will be healthier. Okay? But you should work on that in your sport should be more and more children to participate. Okay? Agree? I think that's your responsibility. Okay. The type of sports. This flag is Olympic flag. Nice. Okay. So we can create groups of sports. Summer Olympic sports. Fencing is a member of this family, sports family. Okay. Ice hockey is the winter sports family member. Okay. After that, if you just see the type of sports, international non-Olympic committee, the international sports federations, these are the biggest international federations who are not in the schedule of the Olympic program. They just try to be, okay? That's why the Olympic sport had really hard to keep their position. If you just see who is the next sport in the Olympic schedule, what do you think?
Karate, I think.
Karate. Why? Where will be the next Olympic Games?
Tokyo.
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 Yes.
Okay. The origin of the karate? Japan. That's why they just managed this sport to be on the schedule, because they are really good in this sport. What about
Wushu, I think.
wushu?
Yes.
Okay. What about the summer sport? Okay. Wait a minute. Where is this? What's that? Taekwondo.
Seoul, first in Seoul.
Since Seoul Olympic sport. Okay. They just tried to manage and it was successful. So the schedule is always changing. What about the gender? The gender issue on the Olympic program. In fencing,
Yeah, we rotate out one team per event because we added women's saber.
so the equality in the gender, it's really important as well. Okay, that's why the masculine sport, the men's sport, just will be not too many medals, because the ladies should have medals, should have program, okay, in the Olympic program as well. So that's the improvement of the Olympic schedule. Okay. International Flag Football Federation. Do you know what's that?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's when you take the flag and
Yeah.
it's they play it all in Sweden.
Very good. Is
Physical
it Swedish?
education.
Original Swedish?
I don't
Viking
know.
sport or something like that?
I have no idea.
No idea.
But we play it on the physical education.
Yeah, because
Like a
it's very
game.
good as a sport or a game. That's nice. Okay. What's the soft tennis? Do you know soft tennis?
It's with a softball.
It's a bigger ball. I think.
Bigger ball, yes, and not bouncing so quick. Okay. The origin of the soft tennis?
I think it's from Sweden.
No.
It is.
No, that was Sweden. Sweden. Every sport starts in Sweden.
Yep.
Soft tennis is
All
from
8,000.
Japan. Okay.
Near Sweden.
Tug of
No,
war wasn't
Sweden.
the
Okay,
Olympic.
Sweden.
You got tug of war there because tug of war was an Olympic sport, but it's
Which one? Sorry.
tug of war. Tug of war. That way.
That way.
Yeah, there. Tug of war. Tug of war.
Tug war. What's that? From Sweden?
No, I've never seen
No.
I have to Google
It
it.
was Olympic sport though.
Yeah.
Go tell.
No, what's
Oh,
that?
tug war, yeah.
Yes,
Tug war. Swedish?
Yeah, we played a lot of holidays nowadays.
Come on. Okay. Yeah. I always just learn new things. Swedish. Okay. Every sport is Swedish. Okay. If we just create a type of sport, then we can do different aspects. Air sports. What kind of sports are in this group? What do you think? Air sports. Parachute swimming. Okay.
Paragliding.
Okay.
Acrobacy.
Sorry?
Acrobacy.
It's other one.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics, no. Gymnastics is acrobatic gymnastics or something like that. It's a gymnastics family. Air sport.
Balloon flying?
Balloon flying or something like that. Okay, nice. Archery. Okay.
Dart.
That's
One?
okay. No, that's another type of sport. Ball over net games. Sepak takraw. What about sepak takraw? Is ball over net game? Yeah. What about the original Swedish softball? Soft tennis, sorry, soft tennis.
What?
Soft tennis is ball over net game. Very good. Okay. Basketball family. What kind of basketball-like sports are
It's like
exist?
netball or
Netball, okay.
basketball.
Volleyball.
Volleyball is
That's ball over net
that is
game.
ball over net game, okay. Do you know
Handball?
co-educated sports from Sweden? What about Swedish co-education? Hmm? Where the ladies and the gentlemen are just doing in the same field against each other?
We'd like that, I know. Yes. There's a
Korf,
basket,
it's a
then
korf.
we have-
Korfball, yeah. For example, korfball, okay. It's basketball family. Bat and ball, okay. Bat and twirling, no, it's board sports. What kind of board sport do you know?
Like surfing?
Surf, okay.
Snowboard.
Snowboard,
Skateboard.
okay. Another? With a parachute?
Women's FA.
Kite, kite surfing, okay.
They just look like men.
Okay.
No, it's
Catch
balls.
games. What kind of catch games from Sweden? Hmm?
Yoga.
Okay. Yoga. My pronunciation was good in
Yes.
Sweden. Yoga. Yeah.
Yoga.
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 Come on. Yoga is another sport. Okay.
Yoga's not a sport, is it?
Sorry.
Yoga can't be considered a sport, though, can it?
What about yoga? Is it a sport or no?
Yeah.
Could be.
Yes. Yes. No.
Sport or no? What do you think? Please agree that this yoga is sport. Just raise the hand, please. Only 2, 3.
I think it's a philosophy.
It's not competitive.
It's a-
It's for
it's-
It's
That's-
participation, yes, and physically active, so participation sport. Okay. Yeah. Like Zumba. Okay.
And it's
What about the climbing?
It can be business.
Swedish climbing, original? No, really?
Climbing will be
So
the
it
Olympics for the
could
first
be
time
yoga
in Tokyo
as
also.
well. Yoga
Yeah.
could be encouraged.
But I think only demonstrative or something like that. No?
But it's a combined event, so.
Combined event.
Bouldering, rope climbing, and speed climbing, or one event?
All together. That's nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cycling. Then combat sport. Okay. The combat sport is a really big family. Wrestling, martial arts. Dance is a sport or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a
But it's-
competition.
Yes.
Swedish.
The Swedish dance.
Yeah, we dance a lot.
Are you a professional dancer?
What?
Professional dancer or dancer?
Yeah, there's a lot of. My friend was world champion.
Come on.
In a
Okay.
very small kind of dance.
Girlfriend?
My friend.
Friend. Okay.
Not my girlfriend.
Okay. Fishing. Come on. Hey. Fishing.
Yes.
Combining fishing and dancing.
Yeah, they have world championships.
Yeah.
How does fishing not break the not harmful to a living creature rule?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
fox
that's
hunting.
nice.
Most people
Okay.
in the UK
In
fox
Hungary
hunting.
there is a sport fishing. Then if you just catch the fish, after that if you just what's that?
Unhook.
Okay.
So fox hunting's not a sport then? I know we banned fox hunting, but
If you just make a and release the fish, it's sport fishing. Okay. Yeah. Flying this sport.
Ultimate frisbee?
Ultimate frisbee. Very good. Football, golf, gymnastic, handball family. What does it mean, handball family?
Using your hand to
Absolutely. Okay.
No.
Yeah. In USA there is a
Handball?
no handball, but I don't know really its English name. If you just fired out a player, if you just throw with a ball, what's that?
Dodgeball.
Touch ball? Touch ball?
Dodgeball.
Dutch? Swedish ball? Dutch ball. Okay. From another perspective, hunting. Hunting is a sport or no?
A lot of, this is why I called it fox hunting, for a long time in the UK.
What about the living creature? Hmm? Harmful.
Yeah.
No, it's only for another rules, not only animals.
Okay.
Another type of-
Dog fighting.
Ice sports,
Ice hockey?
ice hockey, and
Figure skating.
what? Figure skating,
Boundary?
synchronized, yeah, curling. Okay. Orienteering family. What does it mean? Orienteering sport.
Running in forest.
Running in forest and just search points. Okay. It's good. Racket or racket sports. Racket sport.
Tennis?
Ping pong. Tennis. Yeah. Okay. Remote control sport.
That's a man's sport. We never get to use the remote control, so how on earth are we going to be good at that?
I don't know really, sorry. That was mentioned in an English website or something like that.
So remote control, we go back to gaming. now.
Remote control
Gaming.
sport.